Hey, friends, welcome back to AI Limit, and today I'm going to show you how to unlock all the endings in AI Limit with just one playthrough. And it's very important that you don't make the decision after Loskid yet. All the important endings are determined after the fight with Loskid, so definitely don't talk to her after the fight. This is very important because otherwise you won't be able to unlock all the endings. There are a total of 3 endings that we can achieve, and thus also the trophies. And today I'm going to show you how the whole thing works. You definitely need to have defeated Loskid once, and then absolutely do not talk to her. Because we should first create a backup of our save game here. And now I'll show you how this works for the PlayStation. For PC, it's pretty simple. Unfortunately, I don't really know exactly how it works on the Xbox. But you'll definitely find a guide on the internet that tells you how to create a backup for the Xbox. At least, as far as the save game is concerned. Okay, we've taken care of Loskid and friends. There are of course a few spoilers in this video, so be a little careful. It's important that you absolutely do not talk to her now. Do not address her, that's very important. Instead, just activate the branch here. It's best to make a wide circle around her so you don't accidentally talk to her. And feel free to distribute your remaining material points here to increase your level. Yes, once we've done all that, we'll create a backup for our save game. Because this is where all the decisions really come together. And this is where it is decided which ending you will get. That's why we're just going to exit and leave the game now. Thanks to the branch, you've saved the battle and can now continue. When you're in the main menu, we're basically going to create a backup for your save game now, so we can load it again shortly and make different decisions. To do this, simply go to your PlayStation menu and select Close Game. We need to close it first and then also turn off the synchronization for the game. To do this, first go to the synchronization status. Check Save Data and there you can then use the console storage. Synchronize with your cloud storage. If both have the same saved data, then go to Save Data, Games, App Settings. It's important that both datasets are exactly the same, meaning they have the same date and time. Then disable automatic synchronization of saved data here. This must be turned off for AI Limit now. And we need to do this once in the settings of the PlayStation menu. Then go back into AI Limit, and we can already get the first ending. We come out exactly where we saved earlier, and here we can proceed normally. Talk to Loskid to unlock the first ending, basically the normal ending. And then there's also the good and the bad ending. So, first we talk to Loskid. She then gives us the golden branch. We can complete the dialogue with her, and she swears eternal loyalty to us. And once we've done all that, we can simply go up the stairs here for the first ending. And follow this path here once. You use the sphere here and then enter the next dimension, into Elysium, basically the heavenly paradise garden. And, yes, you just continue through here. Back left by the pavilion, there's an item to collect, namely Shimmer. A good material upgrade. Otherwise, just continue through here and you will find a huge corridor with a triangle at the end. And you go in there once. You will automatically come out at the last boss end. Of course, you defeat it once. Of course, activate the branch beforehand, and ideally, you should already have the trophy for all. First received, if not, you missed one, but it's not a big deal, just follow the platinum guide. There, I really show you all the trophies, all the firsts, all the items, and everything you need to know. Otherwise, just defeat the boss now, watch the cutscene, and you will get the trophy at the end. The end of the childhood. And with that, we've already taken care of that. Now we want to load our backup save game. That's why we're simply exiting the game again now. Click on Close Game. And then on Upload and Download saved data to basically bring your cloud storage data back down to the console, so you're back at the decision point. So click here once, Upload, and download saved data. It's important that it does not say synchronize here under any circumstances, because then you haven't turned off the option yet, and that would be really bad, as your console might have already saved now. Then click on Cloud Storage Download. You can see that the cloud storage has a more recent time than the console storage. And that tells us that we did everything right. That's why we download the cloud storage to essentially reset the console storage. And then we can load our game save again. Yes, then we're back at the decision with Loskid. And now it's important to unlock the next ending. That you first complete a few things, and for that, you need to defeat Ursula first. And if you haven't defeated her yet, there's a nice boss guide on the channel. Feel free to check it out if you're having trouble with Ursula and if you don't know how to find her. If you don't know how to find her, you can just stay tuned, because I'm going to show you that right now. Finding Ursula isn't that difficult. You simply teleport to Shirley's room for that. And there's a shortcut to Ursula there. And I'm going to show you that now. So, once you've arrived in Shirley's room, start from the checkpoint and you can go right at the vending machine and through the door here. And on the other side, take a left. Watch out, there are a few robots here. I've already taken care of them. It's important that you have full energy now, because otherwise you won't survive the jump. And we continue walking here until we reach this bridge. From this part, we can now jump onto the pipe. And, as I said, it's important that you really have full health, so definitely, use a potion again. From here, we then jump to the next pipe and there we find very special material, namely 3 stones, which is, of course, junk. That's why we take another potion and jump down to the next platform right away. Because we are, of course, here to find Ursula. And that's why we open the door here and find an elevator at the end, which we use to go down. And then we can immediately find the next branch, which we can discover here on the right side in the right room. And there's the save point, too. Basically, defeat Ursula, make sure to take the quest item back here with you. It's important for the robot's quest. You can find all the details in the Platinum Guide on the channel. Yes, so far so good. We've activated the branch. Make sure to level up here again. And as mentioned, there's a boss guide for Ursula on the channel. You can then go in and hopefully fight against Ursula and hopefully defeat her as well. If you've indeed taken care of Ursula, that's very great, because then she'll be back here at the next branch, and make sure to go through the entire dialogue with her, as she gives you a very important item, the living seed. To do this, we have to separate her from the AST here, then talk to her again and kill her if she asks us to kill her. So, separate her from the branch here and talk to her again. And, yes, you will then receive the living seed. And here, of course, we go through the entire dialogue. It's called the living seed. Here, probably missing an N, but so far so good. We then killed her once, and we have the important item in our pocket. And with that, we can unlock the ending. We also receive the lab key, and we use it right away to find the doctor again. But feel free to first go to the AST here, level up, and use your materials. From here, we turn around, and back here in the left corner, there's another door. We can now open it with the lab key and encounter the doctor here. Go through the entire dialogue with him again until he eventually loses it and starts throwing robot parts at you. And of course, we won't stand for that, so we kill the doctor as well. And with that, we have completed his quest. From here, you head back to the AST. You don't really need to use the elevator back here. It's completely unnecessary. From here, you simply go back. There's a note here that you can read through again if you like. You'll learn a bit more about the story there. But then go back here to the AST, and yes, from here we continue, friends, and we teleport back to Delpha, specifically to this checkpoint here. we show Delpha what we received from Ursula. That was his great love, and that's why the story continues a bit here. The conversation with Delpha is really very, very long, so feel free to click through until he says to tell the truth. Select tell the truth once, and then his dialogue continues accordingly. There will be some conversations and also a nice cut scene. And then you receive an important item from Delpha, namely, as a blue. Yes, once you have that, it's great. Then you can definitely continue talking with Delpha. You might need to rest at the checkpoint briefly in between, but definitely go through his entire dialogue with Delpha again. And then you tell him what happened with Shirley. Yes, so far so good, and then have a complete chat with him again. He really tells you a lot and then gives you the Nameless Flower at the end. As mentioned, you might need to rest at the checkpoint if his dialogue doesn't continue. In the end, he should give you the Nameless Flower. It's important, of course, that Delpha is at this location. For that, you need to have found all the Earth particles beforehand. But how to do that, you can find in the Platting Guide. Then go back to the Path of Revelation. Shirley is still at the abyss there and was quite sad last time. That's why we're going back now to complete her quest as well. And with that, we can also unlock the secret ending. And yes, now we're going to Shirley. And then you have a very, very long dialogue where you give her the flower. And of course, after completing this quest line, you also receive a trophy. Lost, promise. Yes, with that we have fulfilled all the requirements for the endings, and we are now teleporting back to the altar. And at the altar, there are also 2 decisions to make. But we don't need a backup just yet, only a little later. So, talk to Loskid here, and she will pledge her loyalty to you again. This time, however, in the name of Shirley, and we receive the golden branch and are automatically teleported to the garden center, where the golden tree is. Enter here, and you will notice that the ending is different. Here, we talk to the lady and go through her entire dialogue. She doesn't have much to say, but that's okay because we enter the sphere at the end and then automatically return to the celestial tree garden. Out. Yes, here you do it just like last time. It's best to collect the item in the pavilion, and then continue until you reach the main road. That leads to the triangle. Just follow this path through, and now, we automatically come out here again. We have to kill the father again, and once we've done all that, it's important. Friends, pay attention, because now you need to listen to the dialogue and not just skip through it, friends, because the decision is coming up again. And so that we can make this decision in both directions, we will close the game again now. Because it saves automatically, just go back to the PlayStation menu before the decision comes up and click on Close Game. And then, you basically load your save file back up. So, first click on Close Game. To end a limit, go back to Save Data and Upload/Download. And now we simply want to easily override our console save file with the save file from the cloud. We're going to make a backup right at this spot. So go ahead and click on Upload to Console Storage, so the current save file is saved to the cloud. And then we can pull it back down from the cloud. Then finish the game, so just go back into AI Limit and make the first decision. And, in this case, we're going to do it like this, so, now. First of all, accept the invitation. This is the first trophy we're going for, accepting the invitation. It's important that you've created a backup of your save game. Then click here to accept the invitation, watch the cutscene, and you'll receive the Boundless Star Trophy. And with that, you've unlocked another ending. The bad ending. And now, of course, we want to unlock the good ending. That's why we go back to the game, of course, close it, and now retrieve our save from the cloud, so we go back to save data and download. And this time, we download the cloud storage. It's important that you download the cloud storage here and overwrite your console storage. This way, you overwrite it so you're back at the decision point from the beginning. So here, click on download for the cloud storage, which should then be older than the console storage. And thus, you return to the decision point. And this time, of course, you simply make the other decision logically. What follows is also a small boss. So we go back into the game and arrive exactly at the decision point again, which naturally leads us to the next ending. And now, you accordingly choose to decline the invitation. And thus, it leads to a secret boss fight. And yes, you have to defeat it once. It's actually relatively easy. I think I died once or twice. It's best to go for the Raven first. And the only thing you need to watch out for is when she activates her fourth phase, she traps you in a square, so she doesn't completely kill you. Otherwise, she kills you instantly with one hit. And that's the only dangerous thing about her. Otherwise, she's really not that strong, in my opinion. Especially with Special Rain, it goes quite well, and you also deal a good amount of damage with the lightning strike. You then receive the hidden trophy Charon, the Nurturer. And of course, we also get a trophy for the ending. You can now watch the cutscene first. And at the end, we get another trophy for the good ending, basically for the true ending. And that is the trophy. Second Dawn. Yes, so far we have unlocked all the endings. Friends, I hope I was able to help you. If you're still missing something in AI Limit, feel free to check it out on the channel. I would be really thrilled, and then maybe we'll hear from each other. Take care. Until next time. Adios, and ciao ciao.